Hey guys, Ashley here, also known as the Elite Fan. Back today with another video. So, it will be a week before I can upload this video. So I'm just going to talk about it now. That way I can just upload it when I have the free time. Because I don't have the free time. I thought I was going to have the free time this weekend, but I don't. I just got a new dog. His name is Pablo. And I'm still doing stuff for my vacation that is happening in November. I'm just trying to make sure I have everything for the vacation. That way it could just be over and done with. So, yeah. But what I want to talk about today was Serena Van Der Woodsen from Gossip Girl. And Gossip Girl is an American teen drama show that aired from 2007 from 2012. And it is one of my personal favorite teen drama shows of all freaking time. I don't want to talk about Serena because lately I feel like a lot of people are trying to just come up with this fairy tale that she was just this innocent little lamb in the show and that everybody just treated her wrong and she was neglected and taken advantage of by people. Like, stop the brakes, hold up, wait a minute, because something ain't right there. I'm not bashing the YouTuber who made this video, but I don't agree with her take about what she said. I can't remember her name off the bat, but she made a video about how Serena was a complex character all along, and we all couldn't see it. There is nothing, I'll say it right here, there is nothing complex about Serena. Absolutely nothing complex about her. I just found it funny that in the whole video, she didn't bring up any one of her flaws, but when it came to the Blair video, she didn't take her time. She took a lot of opportunities to bash Blair. Like, I just feel like, are you really going to sit here and tell me that Serena ain't got no latches underneath her belt? Like, I love Blair. She's my personal favorite character in the entire show, but I would be lying if I said she had no flaws, because she does have them. But to sit there in the whole video and act like she ain't got no good traits, or she might have her flaws, but when it came to being there for her friends and her family, Blair was a real one. So I just think that was weird. But let's talk about Serena. So I did not write this down. So the first thing I want to talk about Serena is who she is as a character. Serena has to be the most undeveloped character I've ever seen in TV show history. She is a character that stays far too long on a show with no reason to be there. You can absolutely watch Gossip Girl and forget Serena is there. Her entire storyline in the entire show is dating men. That's it. Dating men and not learning from her past mistakes. Falling for them quickly, falling for their bullshit. She's been a mistress, she's been a side chick, she's been involved with a teacher. Oh my God, Serena, she's just too much. Her only real meaningful relationship, to me, in my opinion, is a relationship with Dan. I don't care if the Serena and Nate shippers. I don't know why people are saying her and Nate shouldn't end up together. That would have been forced, and that would have made no sense. I can understand that her and Dan getting back together was rushed and very rocky. I absolutely agree. After all these years, I never could quite understand what was missing. But when I rewatched the show back, like not too long ago, I realized that the writers really rushed them back together because they could have avoided Dan and Blair and focused on him and Serena the whole time. Dan and Blair were fucking unnecessary. And if anyone knows me on this channel, I already made a video about her and Dan being in a relationship. That was stupid. That was retarded. I'm using the language, I hope God forgives me, but that was retarded. Retarded of the retarded. That is one of the most stupidest relationships I've ever seen on TV. Probably the most dumbest. But basically, Serena, her whole character is dating men. Like, she's literally a young Lily. Like, Lily wants Serena to be everything that she pretty much, I feel like Lily wants Serena to be everything that she isn't. Because, like, Lily is a terrible parent. She's a terrible parent. All she do is leech off of men and their wealth. Lily has no ambition for anything outside of men and getting married. Not nothing else. I can't tell you anything else about Lily. She's a terrible parent. She doesn't listen. She's never there. She's very neglectful. Even when she is there, she's not present. I gotta make sense. Like, and then when they try to give, so like for that, I feel bad for Serena and Eric, you know, to have a mom like she's there, but like she isn't really present. Like I feel bad for Serena for that. But like if the writers would have like made like Serena act out because of that neglected, that probably would have been really interesting for her character. Like I feel like, cause like her constantly falling for these men, like it's just getting kind of redundant and repetitive at this point. Like, how many guys is she just gonna run off and get with? Like, it's repetitive. Do y'all know in season 3, Serena has a storyline with 3 different dudes? Carter, Nate, and his cousin. I forgot his name. But yeah, she was a mistress in that situation. Need some water. Oh God. Like, it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, they should have made the neglected that Serena had from her mother. They should have made that. They should have had, like, use that to turn her to drugs, to turn her to alcohol, to turn her to acting out at school, to get her mother's attention. They should have done something like that. Now with her constantly getting with these men, it's just ridiculous. And then when they try to attempt to give her layers as a character, it just doesn't work. Because like in season 3, if anybody who's watched Gossip Girl, if y'all seen season 3, does anyone remember when Serena decided she didn't want to go to college because she felt like she just don't fit in that world, which is understandable. You ain't gotta go to college. It's natural to have cold feet. I've been there. I had cold feet. I was really prepared for it at the time. And think about it really gives me cold feet, because it's like, you wait, what if you, I don't want to be a person that overthinks things. I tend not to. But when it comes to situations like college, you can't, when it comes to certain situations, you can't help but overthink. Like in a relationship, if you've been hurt, you can't help but overthink, like, what if I get hurt again? What if he promised me all these things and then he just ends up breaking my heart like the other guys? Like, you can't help but overthink situations like that. Kind of like college. Like, what if you go to college, waste all that money, and you just failing? Like, you're just, it's not working. Like, it's just not for you. I definitely could understand that with Serena. I get that. And when she told Lily that she wasn't going to college and she was going to get a job, Lily was like, Serena, you haven't worked a day in your life. I thought that was so funny because it's true. Like, she's wealthy. It's like, you never want her with the person to say, I'm going to work a 9 to 5. Because they probably look down on things like that because they don't have to do all that. But I feel like even in that situation, it just didn't make Serena a complex character. Like, yeah, she got the job, but then she compromised her morals and her integrity to falsely date this guy for his reputation to make herself look stupid. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Serena is always doing stupid things. She never apologized for it. She don't listen to nobody. She's very... Now we got to her lack of layers and her lack of complexness. That's probably not even a word, but her being less complex than anybody else in this show. Her and Nate are probably the least... Her, Nate, Vanessa, Lily, Rufus are probably the least complex people on this show. In my opinion, probably the least complex. Like, they have no layers, they don't really change, they don't really have any major storylines, and of the sort. So, now we got down to Serena's lack of layers and her only storylines surrounding around men that she dates. That talk about her as a character, like her traits, or lack of. That's the Serena is very beautiful. She's very charming. Fun. She's annoying. She's not hardworking. she thinks things are supposed to just be handed to her because of her beauty. And I don't want to hear anybody come in here and tell me that just because you think that you're hating. I don't give a fuck what you think. How about that? My opinion is my motherfucking opinion. There are people in real life who are beautiful and get opportunities because they are only beautiful. You can have the personality of dry paint, and you will get what you want because you are beautiful. You might have the perfect body, the perfect ass, the perfect set of boobs on your chest, and you can get anything you want in life because of how you look. Period. There are models who got what they were, who got where they are, for strictly just being beautiful. They can have, like I said, they can have a personality of a brown paper bag, but they'll get somewhere in life because they're beautiful. But beauty fades, people. Beauty fades. You can't press up your looks forever. You need to have personality. You need to have personality. You need to be able to connect with people on a higher level. Serena is way too surface. She's not deep at all. She's too damn conceited. She's too damn conceited and too self-centered, and she's not self-aware at all. Because if she was self-aware, she wouldn't do half the shit that she does. Especially if she came up claim quote that she learned her lesson the first time, she wouldn't keep doing this shit. So I don't want to hear this shit. Don't tell me that she didn't get what she wanted in life because she was beautiful. Like, I think it's, like I just said, going back to season 3, when she got that job, she had no qualifications. She wanted to go into the fashion industry. It was like fashion. But the girl was like an actress. It was weird. Like, the girl was an actress. They had the girl from America's Top Model. She was like the host. I can't remember her name right now. She was in there, and she was like an actress, and like, I guess Serena was like her assistant or something. But Serena was like, it was just weird, because it's like the girl, she said, even though you have no qualifications, I'm going to hire you anyway because of how you look. Like, come on. Don't you think that someone's going to be an assistant and they're going to be in this type of business, don't you think they should have some qualifications to getting that job? Like, that makes no sense to me. That's like becoming a cook, but you don't know anything about cooking. Like, I'm talking about like teaspoons. Like, how many teaspoons do you put? Like, say if you never cooked rice before, and you're like not a cook, and you just put rice on and let it burn, and you don't follow the instructions. Well, it's like, well, then you know nothing about cooking. If you can let rice burn, you can let noodles burn, because rice is very easy to cook, very easy. So, like, that's what I mean. Like, why would you have somebody who don't have any qualifications in that expertise and hire them? That makes no sense to me. That's just a proof of Serena getting where she is because of how she looks. It was the same thing with Yale. I'm going to get to her friendship with Blair. Y'all just wait. I'm going to get there. So, like, that makes no sense. It's the same thing with Yale. Like, she purposely tried to take Yale away. She tried to take the last slot, knowing how much Blair wanted it. She tried to take it not because she cares about Yale or cares about college or academics. She only wanted to do it because she was mad that Blair because Blair was right about what she said in the fashion show episode. Serena had her points too about Blair. I'm not going to say Blair was the only one who was saying the truth. Serena had her point. Blair is very insecure. She really lets her insecurities really drive her into jealousy and competitiveness. And I feel like that's so realistic about if you're a person dealing with insecurities or if you have dealt with them. I think you just think about, why is that person so damn special? Like, what makes them so damn special? And you just kind of put down yourself, just wondering, like, what is it about them and not me? So I can understand why Blair felt that way. I just wish in the episode Blair was able, like that's what I'm saying. Like, Blair has her flaws. I'm not just gonna sit here and pretend. I wish in the episode Blair could have just, like, in that very end of the episode, she could have just told me that from the beginning, instead of them arguing and her instead of her being so revengeful. But her being revengeful is kind of how she deals with her insecurities. So it's like, And the thing is with Serena, if you knew how much it meant to Blair to watch the show, why do it anyway? She was just being selfish and conceited, because that's who she is. Serena is very selfish, very conceited, all about me, it's never about anybody else with their needs or what they want. It's it's just very her. She's literally Lily. She's everything she claimed that she hated is what she is. So there we go. Serena's lack of traits, lack of personality, lack of storylines, and lack of character development we just covered. So let's talk about the bad things she's done. Because her and Blair, their friendship is going to be the last part of this video, and then I'm over it. So let's talk about all the bad traits. People really try to sit here and pretend like Serena never done nothing wrong. Like she's just this innocent little lamb. Like, are y'all fucking kidding me? For 6 seasons, Serena got lashes underneath her motherfucking belt. It might be so much I probably can't even remember it. So let's talk about some of the things I do remember. She slept with Nate, knowing that he was with Blair, and it took her 3 episodes to apologize for it. Let's see. She recorded her and Dan having sex illegally without his permission and tried to get back at Blair because Blair kicked her ass out, which hell rightfully, get the fuck out of my house, stop leeching off me. Let's see. She printed out and wrote down all the things that Blair went through and sent it to Lily's mother to prevent Blair from getting married. Let's see. Oh, she tricked Nate into going into this poker game, ended up using all his money to get Carter Basin out of debt, only to have Nate lose all his money, and then she cut Nate off as if he did something wrong. You used him. She tried to ruin, because I don't like Lily, she tried to cause a scene in the living room when calling Lily out as a bad mother and saying how she did coke and it did seem like it was sugar, pretty much causing a whole scene in front of press for her own enjoyment. Like, she's just annoying. I'm not done yet. There's more. How about the fact that she had 2 of Blair's goons throw toxic waste at a girl's hair, causing her hair to fall out. Are we forgetting that? Are we forgetting that Serena did that? Oh, okay. How about the fact that she cut Blair off because Blair was telling her that she don't have to sell her soul or shoot down her morals or life thereof with Serena to date the guy, and Serena cut her off as if she was doing something wrong. It's just ridiculous to me. She tried to take Gail away from Blair on purpose, only for her own enjoyment. She took that picture of Dan and the teacher because she thought something was going on, even though Blair needed proof that there was something going on between them. Serena still took it without even knowing what was going on. Even though that the teacher meeting Dan outside of school is still very weird, I feel like Serena knew what she was doing when she took the picture, is what I'm trying to get at, is that she knew exactly what she was doing by taking the picture. Let's see what else. She got a teacher sent to jail from a false education. Put that out there. Let's see. Oh, can't forget this one. She tried to purposely break up Rufus and Lily's marriage to get her parents back together because she missed her daddy, because she had daddy issues and she wanted her daddy in her life. And how about the fact that her father told her that he lied to Lily about having cancer, and she still wanted to break up Lily and Rufus' marriage, even though your daddy was lying. And then she tried to dog out Jenny and try to say that Jenny is a backstabber and a liar and all this and that. And then she tried to lie to her dad about being a good student at boarding school, even though she's anything but that. So yeah, those are all the bad things I can think of that Serena ever did. I'm probably forgetting some. Oh, she cheated on Nate with Dan. Like there's so much more I'm probably forgetting, but I can't think of it right now. Like they're early as hell in the morning. I'm making this video right now so it could be over and done with. But that, yeah, Serena is not an innocent little lamb. She might have not. She's just not an innocent lamb. Like, I don't understand why people are just trying to pretend like she did nothing wrong. It does not matter if it wasn't the extreme of, like, Chuck sending Blair to a hotel, even though that's very wrong, or to the extreme of, like, Blair. What is the most extreme thing Blair has done? I'm trying to think. What is the most extreme? I'm trying to think of what the most extreme thing she's ever done. Oh, you know what? This is one when her and Chuck lied about Serena going to a rehab facility. Like that's the reason why she came back to go into rehab. Like that Serena probably never done anything to the extreme of that. Like falsely accusing someone of being on drugs and alcohol and going to rehab. Or she might have done it to the extreme of like Jenny exposing Vanessa and her dress and realizing that it was seafood material. Serena would have never done anything to the extreme of that, but just because she's never done anything like that does not make her any better than the rest of them. Unlike Serena, Blair and Chuck and Jenny, they all changed their ways. Well, you know what? Maybe you could. Jenny, I'm going to say yes because the writers had her change up and then they had her go right back to it. And in her last season, knowing that my girl to the monster was leaving, which I thought was just fucked up, but this is not a Jenny video. At least Blair changed in the end. At least Blair became less schemable in the last season. Chuck too. He went to therapy to try to change his ways. Like he ended up changing his. I'm not gonna say try. He did end up changing his ways. He apologized for all his mistakes. Where has Serena ever done that? When has Serena had any ambition outside of whose dick she's gonna suck this week? Huh? So don't try to sit here and tell me that she's just this complex character, because she's not. She's anything but that. So the last thing I'm going to talk about, the biggest thing I'm going to talk about, is Serena's friendship with Blair. I think they have the most complicated and very petty friendship. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when they were good friends, they were good friends. But I feel like the bad just really outtook the good in their friendship. I feel like her and Blair should have been friends with different people. Like, I feel like, I don't think Blair needed friends. Maybe not the young Blair, maybe not high school Blair, but maybe adult Blair could use some friends. But I feel like young Blair, I feel like she really just needed allies. People that she can just have on her side. Serena, she'll deserve friends. Okay, she'll deserve friends. And I think the most of the reason why her and Blair were friends for so long is because I feel like nobody would have put up with them, really. Which is hard to say, but I think no one would have put up with them. So yeah, it's a very codependent friendship. Like, you know, just like, hey, I'm here because no one else wants to put up with me, so why not be here? It's very codependent, but even though they both have their fair share of like being terrible to each other, I feel like Serena always took it a step further into the extreme. Think about it. Serena slept with Nate, lied about it. She had sex with Dan and recorded it, and then Sage stole the video of it that Serena still had on her phone. She never deleted it, and Sage told, I guess, like, had the video shot on a live projector screen to ruin Serena and her dad's relationship. And then Serena never told Blair about this. She kept it a secret and ran away and pretended like she didn't do anything wrong with Dan shoot her out. She never told Blair about this. Never. She could have had at least Mr. Blair talk to them like, hey, I slept with Jen and I recorded it, so you can hate me now. Like, she could have had at least said that, but no. But then she tried to, when they came to come get her back in the beginning of season 6 to bring her back home, to convince her to come back home, she tried to act all innocent and act like, you told me to go away, you never want to see me again. Bitch, and you know why. Don't try to sit here and act like you didn't do nothing wrong. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, she tried to act stupid. That should be really annoying. And then the whole time when she did end up coming back, the whole time that her and her were becoming friends again, she had that entire time in season 6 to say something, and she didn't. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, she even tried to keep it real. Like I said, the whole shit with Louis' mother, printing out all the shit Blair's been through, and giving it to his mother to prevent her from getting married. Like, I feel like Serena always took extreme measures when it came to the friendship, to like really, really extreme measures. Like, Blair never done this shit, half the things that Serena ever did to her. Did Blair ever see one of her boyfriends while Serena was dating them? No. Did Blair ever print out any information about Serena to prevent her from getting married? No. Did Blair record Serena and any of her exes having sex to get back at her? No. Blair never did anything to the extreme of that Serena ever did. The most thing Blair probably ever did was call her a slut, which she is. She's never known to say no to anybody. The only thing she ever did was call her a slut or call her unambitious or anything like that. Like, pretty much owning Serena any chance she got. But she never took it to the extreme that Serena ever took it. It's like I said, even though they both had their fair share of, like, trashness, Serena took it way too far for me, in my opinion. Like, way, way too far. To this point, it was like, why is Blair still friends with this bitch? But to me, that's all I want to talk about. The video is getting extremely long, so I'm just going to end it here with my final thoughts. Serena is not a great character. If you honestly going to tell me that rewatching the show back, you realize that she was a good character all along, I think you're on drugs. I think you're smoking weed. I think you're on heroin. And if you are not shit, you need to pass it to me. Because I need to understand. I've been watching Gossip Girl since middle school, like early 7th grade. Now you're going to sit here and tell me I knew back then Serena wasn't a complex character, and I'm 21 right now, and she still isn't. You're watching the show back, so you're gonna sit here and tell me that the whole time she was complex and we couldn't see it? You're on drugs, baby. Serena is not a complex character. Serena was boring, and she did not need to be there after season 2, in my opinion. We're gonna end it there. That's my opinion, with facts backed up, by the way. And if you don't like it, I don't care. So, this has been Ashley Burchett, known as the Italy fan. Thank you all. See you next time.